Hi there people, I'm Franklin and welcome back to Westington. Today I'm going to be making a farm. Now I know that doesn't sound that exciting, but I kind of need it. Not for food, God no, I have so much meat. Like, just take a look at my meat here. I am overflowing it, my cup runneth over. I just need the farm for sugarcane specifically, because I want to make bookshelves, and what do bookshelves do? I don't know, dilly dick. They don't do anything, but they look pretty. So, I'm gonna make the generic idea of a farmhouse and such, as well as actually maybe kind of a cool farm area. I don't know, I'm not a farmer, I live in a city, I would never farm in my life. Now, speaking of farming, which I've been speaking about, I don't know, that's kind of a dumb thing to say actually, but I have tried to farm before. Now, it's not so disastrous, it's funny, and it's not, you know, it's obviously not fruitful, it's just a bunch of dirt here now. But, yeah, I just wanted to show you how sad my previous attempt was. But this time, I am very, very determined to make something good. You see this log? I put it there because there's something interesting about that area, and it's probably like a cave underneath it. I will explore it, maybe at the end of this video for funsies. Yeah, this one's quite obvious, just look at that. But, I want to make the farmhouse thing first. So I have a lot of dirt, and that's a common gripe that I think most people have when they play this game, is that when they're making big houses like that, you kind of get a lot of dirt. Stone you could use to build with, sand you can turn to glass or sandstone, but dirt you can't really do much with dirt, it's just kind of ugly. So I'm going to use it to turn this very sandy, deserty hill into a luscious farm with plenty of fertile soil. My idea for the house is right here. This kind of flat area that I also made extra flat just now is kind of a nice area to make a house. It's also visible from my balcony, which I think will look cool. I will make a proper pathway to this area, but this corner of the world, as well as maybe some of the coast on the far west here, I think this is, that's going to be like the farming quadrant, the like Farmlandia. The state of Farmlandia. Also, I made shears. That's what they're called. Last time, when I did that exploration video, I didn't have shears. Because shearing sheep wasn't a thing yet. You just punch the hairs off of them. I missed those days already. I should make the actual farming stuff first, like the useful stuff. So, there's obviously there's this lake here, and I can kind of turn this into nice flat land, which I will. But that's mostly for the sugarcane. I don't need wheat, but I'm gonna grow it anyway for fun. And you can't farm animals. You just can't. They come by and you murder them. And that's how the circle of life works. There is no domestication. Except for wolves, but I've never seen a wolf in this world. I'm gonna have a water tower, obviously, but it's gonna be over here. And I'm thinking, one of my ideas is kind of have like little waterfalls, maybe? I think that'd be a pretty neat idea. I definitely want flowing water to be part of this little, at least the most visible quadrant of Farmlandia. I'm not going to call it that permanently, but that's what I'm calling it for now. So this, I was going to cover up this little water hole, but maybe I should keep it. I think it could work with the design. And have the little water tower flow water into the water hole. That's perfect. Okay, let's do that. Oh, fuck. I forgot to get cobblestone. Ooh. Wow, this looks pretty at night. As I maybe briefly mentioned last time, the lighting is different now. I only noticed it in the torchlight. I didn't really pay attention much to the light of the night. So I'm seeing the light and the way the torches look for the very first time right now. And they look beautiful. Oh, I know why I don't have any stone. Because I made that last time. Well, last time, not actually last time. But yeah, that's why I don't have any stone. That's mighty inconvenient. I'm sure I can find more stone, or like, get more stone very easily. Well, in fact, those caves that I marked out off camera, and I told you about in the beginning of the video, might actually be a perfect conduit for this idea. For now, I'll use dirt as the canal walls. I'm not gonna do like free-flowing water like this, as it kind of looks weird sometimes. But I think this is a great idea. Now, I think if I put stone here, dirt might not be able to get, like, tilled dirt might not be able to, how do you say this? Become wet. I might need to get the water underneath the dirt instead of using the actual flowing water, and the flowing water is just entirely cosmetic. But we don't know unless we try, so I'm gonna put some tilled dirt right next to this flowing water. Oh, okay, I'm just stupid. It actually does work, so that's really convenient. This is actually not going too bad so far. I quite like the first canal, the one and only canal I've made. I think I can make it look a little bit better by putting a water source right here, so that the stream is kind of thicker at the beginning here, instead of thinning out so fast. Well, I've got my first stream of water going, and I think I can start kind of shaping the land around it to accommodate these crops. So let's start doing that, shall we? So for the walls of the canal, I want it to be stone slabs. I don't have enough to actually make it all stone slabs, but I do have enough to at least section off one side to, you know, so I can differentiate the dirt from the canal wall. I don't need to do much terraforming, I just need to kind of connect all the levels like this. Now, of course, this won't be the most efficient way to make a farm because the water is not going to reach all the way inland over there, but I think it will, you know, will work fine enough. I'm also going to have a scarecrow. So how am I going to get water to be over here when the little water spout is over here? I'm going to make a little faucet head over there, like a big one. I'll have like a drip irrigation system, which is a very advanced word to say, but it's just like a bunch of pipes that drip water onto a plant. So this is what I have of the terraforming so far. There's a canal and then there's grass. I want to see something. I'm gonna make a simple tilled dirt line like this, reaching, let's say, that far. Let's see how far the water can actually permeate through the grass here. Can it get all the way to the end, or will it get, wow, okay, it's already in the middle. It started in the middle for some reason. And we know that the end doesn't work because it just died. That's really fast science right there. Okay. So, if I'm understanding this right, water can permeate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks around it. That's actually quite a lot. This is really convenient, actually, because I know there's a little trick you can do, which is placing water underneath these tilled blocks here, and they would permeate the grass and, you know, be a farm, and you don't have to have visible water. But it turns out my little canal just kind of works, albeit at a slightly inefficient way. There's a first little bit of oh wow, that sugarcane's already done growing. That's fast. Well, it's nighttime, and do I have any more? I don't have any more stone. I think it's a good time to start making the farmhouse part of this thing. I have a lot of dirt, though. I don't have many blocks in here either, so it's not like I can it's probably not that I'm going to finish it today. But I'm probably able to at least start the lower foundation. Now, this is actually going to be a very big build. And my house over there is huge, but it's just a bunch of small things kind of smashed together. And this is going to be one big cohesive thing. Probably as big as the mining station. What was it called? The diving bell over there. The farmhouse is going to be quite simple, because in real life, farmhouses are literally just boxes with windows on them. And maybe some, like, extra rooms that jut out for no reason. But they're pretty much, for the most part, just a big rectangle. Of course, I'm not going to make every build in this world based on how realistic it is. I mean, just look at my house. That thing is just like an abstract piece of art. So, this is just because I think it's going to look really quaint and cozy. The door is not going to be in the center of the house. No doors usually are. I think a double door is due for this house. Off on one end, I'm going to have a little thing that juts out. Oh! Damn it. Far out. Well, that stinks. But not that much, because I don't really care about the sand here, because I'm terraforming everything anyway. I am kind of upset that I lost dirt, though, and I never thought I would say that in my entire life. I'm gonna have a little room that juts out, maybe on the side here, and on the other side, hello spider, there's gonna be a patio. Actually, I think the room that juts out should be on this side, next to the door. By the way, the house is going to sit on actual foundation. It's going to sit raised from the ground level, because it's going to look better. So, there's going to be a little patio over here. That's how you get to the backyard, I suppose. I'm going to make a little pathway that leads all the way back to my house. I do have big plans for this farmhouse, though. Oh, why is there just suddenly 3 creepers nearby? And who are you? Get off my land! Look at all of these hooligans and hoodlums on my land. Get off of my land! Look at those creepers! There's 20 of them! And it's raining, it's thundering. It's like a portal to hell has been opened. Is it becoming less about building and more about me just grinding monsters to just their raw materials? And I don't want to do that. I don't need any of their stuff. Arrows would be nice, but other than that, I don't need any of this stuff. Technically, the house is going to have 2 patios because there's going to be one in the front yard here and one on the side. So, what I'm thinking is, I think you know what's shit-tastic right now? I just realized, because it's raining, these monsters are going to burn up in the day. I'm going to have this lead out 2 blocks like that. I'm doing this in 3rd person because I'm afraid for my life. Second story is another story in itself. I'm not really sure how that's going to look, besides rectangular. Yeah, that works. 3 little pillars, one that's really far away and definitely not part of the friend group, and yeah, that seems about right. And also, all of the monsters are just not going away! Look at all of these fuckers on my land. Look at all these bloody cunts everywhere. Okay. That zombie's killing himself. Do you see that? He's killing himself by hugging that cactus. You saw that for a second, right? He was just hugging that cactus. I'm gonna use a combination of birch and white wool for the house. So like the pillars of the patio are gonna be birch, and then the top floor is gonna be maybe wool, or maybe it could be birch wood. Let's just start on the patio because I can do that easily. This must be what farmers deal with every day, huh? Just a bunch of hoodlums everywhere trying to slit your throat, and all you want to do is just put some dirt on the ground. There it is. Oh, fuck these guys. Oh, and there's lightning. Oh, and there's a fire near my house. Lightning is striking, and bad things are happening. And it's all so frightening. I'm gonna go back to my house and hope all these monsters go away because I went far enough away and lost their interest. I'm also coming back here because I don't want to make sure that my shit ain't burning down. I saw lightning hit a tree, and I saw fire. Okay. Is there any fire? Don't think there's any monsters. Oh, just as I get back, it clears up. Are you kidding me? So there was no fire. I definitely saw something get lit on fire by lightning, but it must have put itself out by the rain. And the rain is gone now because, you know, that's how rain works. So for the foundation, I'm going to use stone slabs, which is why I need a lot of stone. I need stone for the damn canals. I need stone for some parts of the foundation. And I also need a lot of stone for the water tower. It's already turning night. Are you fucking kidding me? So that is... yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. That is perfect. And the rest of the foundation is just going to be stone slabs, but I can't finish that just yet. This I can, though, because it's hidden. You're not going to see the foundation on the inside here. So I can start making the bricks on the front, or on any area that has a patio, because the patio will hide the foundation. Simple math, really. The farmhouse is, well, it's not done, and it's a little bit lazy that I'm just stopping here, but I need stone to really complete my vision for this area, and I don't have stone. So, to get stone for next time, I'm gonna go explore some caves with you, and maybe we can find diamonds. I'm probably not gonna go that deep. However, maybe one of these caves will be extremely big, and I can explore it more thoroughly in the future. And also, I don't want to just get off and immediately start digging stone forever. Why is there so many chickens down here? Okay, anything over here? Oh, there is. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm alive. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm not dead. Far out. That's awesome. That's gotta be a world record right there. That's gonna be one of the most amazing survival stories ever. I get blown up by a creeper and survive the avalanche it caused. Holy shit, that's a ton of mushrooms. Why is there so many mushrooms? So the cave didn't really lead anywhere. It got me some more coal and iron, and I appreciate that. I saw a lot of mushrooms though, and that's cool. I'm just taking a look at everything from a vantage point here, and I think it's gonna look amazing once it's done. Especially with the water tower. I just kind of like imposing structures, you know? That kind of just are seen from a distance. They look cool. Like the Space Needle, obviously. That's my favorite thing ever. That's the only thing I like about Seattle, in fact. But yeah. I think this area is going to be amazing. I might even have a tree farm and a flower farm over here. I think that's going to be a great addition to everything. Well, that's it for now. I know I didn't really do too much. In fact, you can just look at what I've done from my balcony, and it's not that much. But I think that's a pretty good start. Next time, I do fully intend on finishing the farm and the canals, and then after that, the next video is going to be making the water tower and maybe other structures like an outhouse. But I need to get stone, and I'm going to do that immediately after I, finish this recording here. So, other than that, thanks for watching. Goodbye.